Good morning to everyone. Good morning to you all, my loved DMCers. Great to see you all on board. I love the commentary that's going on prior to our bus rolling out this morning. Thank you so much for having patience. I think I might have been about 10 seconds late, but that's because I had to get in the sea first and let my expression leave me because it's cold up here. It's not like the West Coast, it's so nice and warm. Up here got a lot of wind on it and stuff, and it's quite chilly this morning. Not cold that you are accustomed to back home, but cold for air in Barbados for sure. Anyhow, today is not a blue, beautiful, sunny day. It's very, very heavy casted with Sahara dust clouds and stuff. There's dust. You can see it quite easily on your vehicle in the morning and stuff. There's lots of dust around. Still not take away from the beauty. I'm sure a lot of you would like to be here this morning with us. I am on the section where then covers a long area. There's so much debate about different names of different places in this area. This is all Worthing, this beach that comes from, I'm going to call them my checkpoints, and if anyone doesn't call it that, well, it's my checkpoints. I made that clear in the beginning. We have Carib, which is way down the corner. That was named after the first hotel that was located at that spot. That is also Worthing Beach, but we call that the Carib area. And that works right up to the Vista Villas, which are like just where those folks are on the beach. Still on the Carib, we will call that. And then we work our way through a very small beaches in front of these condos, etc. And then we go up. I'll walk you through that in a little bit. We're going to go up onto where I call the Santeri Grove, Sandy Beach, Carib Beach, and again, Worthing Beach as it's known as. And you know, that's, a lot of people have a lot of different discussions about that. I don't really have much discussions because that's why I like to call them, and that's why I have them named on the map. Therefore, I'm going to keep clarity on that, keep them as I call them. And you know, good morning to you all again. It's a beautiful day in Barbados. The hat's not for the sun. The hat's because we had a couple of those sprinkles. I don't mind getting wet, but I really don't want the glasses to get wet. You know, I got to see as best as I can. So you know, we're going to do a little walking. Now there's a big drop off here in this beach this morning. There's a lot of erosion that was being going on over the last 2 weeks. So sand is resettling and building, and the tide is changing and pulling out as well. It's low tide currently. I want to draw your attention to something that I have never seen here before, but I think is of interest. This beach was obviously at one time gabled, trying to protect the walls and stuff. And this morning I'm noticing that some of the gable wire is sticking above the seawater area in the sand. So when you're cautious, when you're in Barbados, be cautious where you're walking, because I did not know that this was here. And you know, I'm so glad that it actually did come up this morning, because it may be here at some time when you come to Barbados. I don't want you to ruin your vacation by stepping on that. It's usually buried under sand, but you'll see this is how it is here as well, in front of this wall. I have never seen it this low. Obviously it was this low when the gables were put here, but that must have been at a time that I never visited this section of the beach. But I just want you to be aware of what's going on. You know, I like to show you the beauty of Barbados, but I need to show you the underlying situation as well, so to keep you aware of what's going on, so you don't only see the beauty, but you're very aware of what's happening. Alright, my feet real soft, so this is giving me a jittery video going across these rocks there. I did a dress rehearsal around nobody's a couple of times, but each time was just as painful. So anyhow, we're going to do some concrete walking here. Beautiful Worthing Beach. Absolutely stunning. I have so many videos up on YouTube of this beach. All you have to do is go into my video section, just type in Worthing Beach, or Carib, you can type as well for below, but Worthing Beach. And this will all appear to you. Everything from here right up to actual Bagshot House, which is now being redone into some beautiful condos. You know, this section here, as you can see, there's a lot of sargassum. Again, is not a problem because it's expected at this time of year. It's not taking away anything from the beauty of Barbados at all. It is not that heavy that's causing a concern. As you can see, there is some fresh one by the coloring of it compared to the one up in the upper level, which is dried out now. And this is what I call the St. Lawrence Lagoon, or what's referred to as St. Lawrence Lagoon. It is a natural reef that like borders this entire lagoon area. You'll find turtles in here. You won't find too much sea life because it's mainly sand bottom with a couple of coral areas in it. But it's not really a lot of sea life on the inside here. But you can still do your snorkeling if you like. You may come across a sea turtle. I also have a friend who basically lives here all around the year. Well, not all around the year. For the first 3 months a year, he and his family. The grove that we call the Santeri Grove is named after them. And they find sea dollars out here all the time. They don't take them up, but they just find them, show you, and then they'll put them back down. You know, beautiful morning. You can see the war wagon is in the VIP parking as normal. Haven't been here for about a month, so I mean in this section here especially. So you know, I see it needs some tender loving care, so I'm gonna have to spend a little time back up here, come back out in the daytime, you know, after I do my things at home, and spend a little time up here and pick up some litter and stuff. You know, if we don't take care of it, you know, no one will, and therefore we're gonna do our best. As you will notice, that trailer there, that old metal trailer, that was buried under sand for years and years and years. I'm not too sure who is responsible for taking it out. Thank goodness it's being taken out. All I would like to do is see it now removed from here. But you may have remembered that trailer just there in that general location. To my family from Granby this morning, as I'm passing your grove, I'm going to tell you I love you all and I miss you all bad. So hopefully you'll be back here in the near future, so we can spend many more days under these trees here enjoying this spectacular scenery. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise, very reddish because of the amount of Sahara dust in the air. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The beaches, you know, it's natural, it's not cleaned up. I would love to have moved all the moss here. The only problem is if I had moved all the moss, you all would all jumped on the aircraft today or been in lines at the airport waiting to get here. So, sorry, I should rephrase that, the weed, because I've been corrected so many times. Sargassum weed, but moss comes to mind all the time, so forgive me. Scotch and soda, a landmark. We had to call that a landmark, although it's in the ocean, because Scotch and soda has been here from the time I remember this beach, which is long, long, long ago. I wouldn't even tell you how long ago it is, but I'll tell you, a long time. And when I remember it, there was no beach here whatsoever. There was just in this section here, a very small slither, and the crystal waters wall that you see up there, there was no beach up there. There were no coconut trees. You see, you used to come right up. There are actually steps where you'll see that bar located now, or that little restaurant area. Steps used to lead into crystal waters there. You see, you used to hammer the front of Chateau Blanc, and up by Carib on occasions. You see, used to come right in, just in front of the bar area. So that's just a little bit of history. And then we had a massive beach that built here. We had coconut trees all out here, literally in the center of the camera. We had one in particular, and these boats would have been almost on the shoreline. Lots of changes over time here on this beach. Our cry for help earlier this year and over the past for these trees, we're still crying for help. A little sand has come back in, but look at the amount of roots that are exposed, and as you can see, a lot of those roots are actually broken now from the pounding of the waves and stuff. So hopefully the pleas will not go unheard. We'll get some help here. For all of you Sunday people, actually any day people, because Crystal Waters has its crowd that comes every day, especially at happy hour. Not calling anybody cheap, just people wanting to get the most from their dollar. And as you would have seen, Mr. Impact was mentioning that he had done some work on his stage. He does live shows here on Sundays, so maybe you can tune in and check him out. I'll put a link up when he starts to play on Sunday, and that's where he's playing from. I see a lot of paint work that's gone on. Well done, Anderson. Good job, buddy. We're gonna walk this entire beach this morning, so it's gonna be a good long one. I have some appointments to get back to, but I'm really close to home, so it'll only take me a couple of minutes, so we can do this here. This property has sold. I can't tell you any more on it at the moment, Chateau Blanc, but I do know that it has been sold, and I'm sure we're going to see exciting things happening here in the future. Hope it doesn't go too high, hope it remains simple, but this is what people call home from home, very basic and beautiful. Just like the lower beach, we have a lot of sargassum weed, and as you can see that here, I came up here yesterday and really wasn't encouraged to lie on the beach, as I had mentioned in one of my comments, but I think I'll return out here this afternoon for sure, try and get a little bit of sun, because I got a lot of visitors, especially somebody in Florida today that's bragging about their tan, and I need to get back mine so I can also brag about mine too. Magnificent day in Barbados, as I said before, you know, and I am blessed to be here. You know, a lot of people say that I am really blessed and lucky. Well, I'd rather use the word blessed to have a life like this, and I surely am. I mean, there's no way that I can imagine myself doing anything else. Every morning, every day, even on Sunday when I don't broadcast to you all, I am at the beach for daybreak, because this is where I belong. And every day that rises is a new day for me. A day that I can remember that I need to do better today than I did yesterday. No matter how well I did yesterday, there's always room for improvement, because we're human. And as I said before, we're certainly not perfect in any way. So we can only strive to do the best we can. All right, we have a couple of seagulls and stuff out this morning. But we're really having a beautiful little tour of this beach. Okay, an unfortunate thing for those of you that heard about it. This house burned a few days ago, and the people thankfully were rescued, so there were no fatalities. I'm sure they were extremely upset and stuff, but the important part is life, right? Anything else will come. Life is the important thing. And for those of you Canadians that are longing for your March 2022 party at Giggles, this is where we will be assembled. And I say we because I'll be there. And everybody else, it's not just Canadians, but a group of Canadians that are having this party. And I know they will open their arms to everyone to join them here. Just keep an eye out on Canadians in Barbados. That's a group that I'm a part of. That is my first group that I ever was a part of. And they will keep you updated to that. Anyhow folks, you can see the pipe again on the beach here is way above the sand. I will tell you lots and lots of sand has shifted because that was not visible last time we were here. A beautiful day regardless. Absolutely stunning day. Hope you all have enjoyed our little tour today. I know the drive was a short distance, but the driver needed a break. Not the conductor though. You keep giving him as much trouble as you can possibly give him, because he deserves as much trouble as he can get, because he likes to share it out for sure. Anyhow, you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me today. For those of you that are unable to make the long walks, especially on the sand, this is sort of your walk today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed bringing this beauty to you. Remember people, today go forward with peace and love in your heart. And when you feel either of those two things starting to get challenged, step back, think about it for a little while and make sure and regather it, because your peace, your sanity, your love is the most important things to you. Remember, it is God first, you second, and everyone after. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't help anyone after you. So you'll have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me again, and greetings from Barbados. I love you and all my respect. Remember, tomorrow is my off day, so you may get something, you may get surprised, because I always get surprised at my off day. But anyway, you all have a fantastic day and go forth today. Have fun, be safe, enjoy life, because I'm looking forward to seeing all you all on this beautiful sand with me in the very near future. See you all later.